Kaitlin Armstrong has been found guilty of murdering Anna Moriah Wilson. The jury returned the verdict after a little more than 2 hours of deliberation.
Fox 7 Austin's Carissa Lemkel joins us live from the Travis County Courthouse with the latest. Carissa.
Yeah, Mike and Rebecca, that verdict did come more quickly than we anticipated, just about 2 hours. And when that guilty verdict was read, we could see Wilson's family and friend crying and embracing each other. Ahead of that verdict, though, there was about 2 hours of closing arguments from the state and the defense.
This is your shrinking Bible.
State prosecutor Ricky Jones opened his closing using the defense's own words, but showing a video of Kaitlin Armstrong at the shooting range. Then the surveillance video, where the sound of screams, then gunshots can be heard.
I also told you in opening statements that the last thing that Mo Wilson did on this earth on May 11th, 2022, at 9:15 p.m. was scream in terror.
Now, the prosecution led with a video of her at the gun range. Raise your hand in the audience if you've ever been to a gun range or ever held a firearm. Did you kill anyone? It's emotional, it's compelling, but that's a rabbit hole. That's a smokescreen.
Armstrong's black Jeep, arguably one of the most solid pieces of evidence in the state's case.
First, it wasn't her Jeep. Then we got proof that it was her Jeep. And now she wasn't driving the Jeep.
Caught on surveillance and tracked through GPS, but the defense questioning the presentation of that GPS data and whether or not Armstrong was driving it. That was supported by Colin Strickland's testimony, one that was often simply, "I don't recall."
He claimed he saw Kaitlin Armstrong come out of a black Jeep. How amazing that the one fact that he seemed to remember with greater clarity over time was the single fact that drew attention away from him and pointed the finger at Kaitlin Armstrong.
The crime has been painted as a so-called love triangle murder fueled by Armstrong's jealousy. The defense continually pointed the finger back at Strickland.
The woman scorned. Whether the facts met the narrative or not, it's a great story. The truth of the matter is that Kaitlin's emotions and her actions were normal and routine and human. But she had to be portrayed as a jealous psycho to create the motive. For those 1 year, 4 months, and 12 days, Kaitlin Armstrong has been trapped in a nightmare of circumstantial evidence.
But Rick, why does the defendant have a 9mm pistol that even the defense expert says is possibly the murder weapon and who the state's expert says is the murder weapon? But Rick, why does the defendant sell her Jeep, which we all know is evidence in a murder investigation, the day after she's told it's on video?
Meredith Aldis is in the courtroom right now. I'm just hearing it sounds like the court is now in recess for the evening and sentencing will be decided tomorrow by the jury. Mike?
Carissa, what arguments from prosecutors really swayed the jury in this case?
I think one of the big things was the Jeep seen in the area, both on surveillance video and then the GPS, the infotainment system inside of the Jeep, put it in the neighborhood where Wilson was killed. That was a hard one for the defense to argue. They did argue that there wasn't proof she was driving that vehicle, that kind of thing. Another big thing was Costa Rica. The defense said, you know, Armstrong liked to travel and travel internationally and spontaneously, but the state said if she did like to travel, you know, why so quickly after being questioned by police and being told what happened? And of course, why did she use her sister's passport and allegedly change her appearance as well?
And we are in the sentencing phase. Take us through those steps. What's happening right now?
Yeah, so essentially, once the jury came to a verdict, then we've been able to hear from different witnesses from both the state side and the defense side throughout the night. And then, like I said, it sounds like the actual sentencing, the decision, that will be made by the jury, and it sounds like that will come down tomorrow morning.
And Moriah Wilson's parents, have they said anything about their daughter and this murder?
Yeah, we heard from both of the parents for the first time. I was able to sit in the courtroom while the mom was speaking. It was very emotional. I actually had to step out. Very sweet to hear her love for her daughter and just hear about their family. At one point, she said that Moriah lived every day as if it was her last, and it was almost as if she knew that her life would be cut short. She also talked about Moriah Wilson's relationship with her brother, Matt. He spoke as well, and they sounded like they really were best friends.
Anybody else testify?
We also heard from defense witnesses. We heard from Kaitlin Armstrong's dad for the first time briefly. I was not in the courtroom for that. Meredith Aldis should have more on that later. We also heard from Caitlin's sister as well. You know, she had been on the witness list. We thought she would testify during the actual trial. She did not, but we got to hear her perspective tonight. And Kaitlin and her were also very close as siblings.
Okay. Carissa Lemkel, thank you very much.